Today we're hopping into Easter cookie cuteness. Decorate with me. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. So full transparency here, this is an AI cookie that was given to me as a challenge to see if we could recreate this. I was also given the cookie cutter and it doesn't quite match up with the shape of the image. So I'm going to go ahead and outline it with a tan colored royal icing just so I can give it that cookie looking background while it's still being covered with royal icing. So I'm just going to outline this cookie. I am going slow. I am touching down, lifting up my piping bag slightly and following along the edge. I'm not afraid to stop and start at the corners because we're going to cover all of that over. And now that I have it outlined, I'll just go ahead and use the exact same icing to fill it in. My icing is about a 15-second royal icing consistency. And if you jiggle your piping bag as you're filling it in and flooding the cookie, the icing will settle down much quicker and you'll have less work to do with your scribe. I am going to use my scribe to get the icing all the way out to the edges. And if I need to fix my outline at this point, I can do that. I'll give it a little shake to settle it all down. And then I set this cookie aside to dry completely so that I can use my projector and an edible marker to trace the design. And if you don't know how to do that or you don't have a projector, I'll leave a video link in the description with 3 ways you can transfer the design to your cookie. So I started by filling in the eyes with 2 big dots. My black icing is about a 15-second consistency. I used my scribe to settle those down and pop any air bubbles. And then I'm moving on up to the ears, and I'm just going to flood in the inside of the ears with my light pink icing and use my scribe to settle that down as well. And I'm going to come down and fill in both feet and again use my scribe to settle that icing down. My white icing is also about a 15-second consistency. And now I'm grabbing my pink icing and I'm going to flood in a circle right in the middle of this wet white icing for a wet on wet effect, and then this will sink right in and will blend as one. And because my icing's a little thicker, 15-second consistency, I'm going to help it a little bit to settle down just by jiggling my scribe up and down. I'm not going to swirl it around. And then I set that aside to dry until it had crusted over, which for me was about 10 to 15 minutes. And now I'm coming back in with my white icing and adding in the bottom part of the bunny. This kind of looks like a big diaper to me. What do you think? I guess we just need to trust the process and that it will all come together in the end. So using my pink icing, I put 2 toes. I'm leaving space for the center toe, and I'll let that dry while I move on up to the ears and outline and flood in the ears with my white royal icing. I'm a little bit worried about craters in this skinny little area, so I'm going to make sure to use my scribe and make sure that this icing gets all the way down to the cookie and is not sitting up on top of the outline. And then I let the cookie dry again for another 10-15 minutes. And now I'm coming back in with the blue icing and adding in the collar. And as always, I'll use my scribe to settle that icing down and get my corners nice and sharp. And we'll let that dry while we move on up to the bow up by his ears, her ears, the bunny's ears. And we'll pipe in the triangles for the bow loops and we'll use our scribe to settle that icing down. I'm actually going to overpipe this after it dries so it's nice and puffy and looks more 3-dimensional. So I don't need to worry about this too much right now. And we'll let that dry while we come back in and pipe that center toe on our bunny. Just stick your icing bag down, lift up just slightly, and drag a short little line. And my line wasn't very full, so I added another line, and we'll just use my scribe to settle that down. And then I set the cookie aside to dry again for about 20 minutes. And now I'm going to come back in and flood in the bunny's face, and finally it's going to go from kind of creepy looking to a cute little bunny. This is where the magic will finally start to happen. So I added the little fur at the cheeks, and now I'm just going to outline and flood in the rest of the face. I'm going to be careful going around the eyes that I don't get too much icing going over the top of them. I don't want to make them too much smaller, so I'll use my scribe to kind of push the icing around and get it all the way up next to the eyes. This is why we piped such big eyes at the beginning, because when you flood in the face, it does cover up some of that eye and it does make it smaller. So just go ahead and settle your icing down until it's smooth and looking the way you want it, and then we'll set this cookie aside to dry again. Now that it's had a chance to dry, I can pipe the center part of the bow, and then in another video, I made some royal icing transfers, and I actually made them on a Ziploc bag because I always tell you guys you can do that, and I wanted to show you that it's true. So I have these cute little royal icing transfer bows, and we'll just put a little bit of icing on the back and stick that right down onto our cookie. And I'll leave a link to how I made those bows in the description. In fact, all of the products you need to make this cookie are in the description, except for the cookie cutter. You're going to need to hand cut that because I don't think it's available to purchase. So remember I told you I was going to overpipe the bow, and this is where I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to go over the bow loop again and flood that in, but this time we're going to add a wet on wet effect, and as soon as we settle it down with our scribe, we're going to grab the white icing and put little dots right in that wet pink icing. And if the hole of your piping bag is too big to make little dots, just put a little icing on your scribe or your toothpick and touch it down and make your dots that way. And now I'm just going to pipe a circle for the nose, and I'm going to grab my scribe again and shape it into more of a triangle shape so it looks more like the image that I'm trying to copy. And now that my cookie is fully dry, it's been drying for about 24 hours, I'm just going to add the little pin details and some rosy cheeks, and then a couple of little freckles in the cheeks, and then this cookie will be done. How do you think I did? Do you think I came close to the AI image? Which one's cuter? Let me know in the comments which one you like better. I think this was a really fun challenge and a great way to show my customers that I can come close, but a real cookie looks a little bit different than that cute AI image you see on the internet. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support, and I hope that you have a wonderful Easter holiday. Bye for now.